is back, and we are bringing you all the action right here on Fox. Coming up, it's America's Game of the Week as the battle for the NFC East begins with Eli Manning and the New York Giants heading south to take on Dallas and the Cowboys. America's Game of the Week right here on Fox.
It's about to go down.
Ohio State, Oklahoma on Fox.
I'm Zorn, defender of Zephyria, conqueror of the tribes of Aegon.
Olangulon, son of Zorn!
Driver, let me go!
Don't make me tear this bus and all its occupants to shreds. I know there's a lot that I've missed, but I'm here now, and that erases everything bad I did.
For real?
Kid's just like his old man. He's a warrior. Uh-oh.
Sorry, you don't tell me how to catch, so.
Son of Zorn, special preview tonight after the game on Fox.
Yeah.
Since you both started working together, your behavior at times has been...
Stop.
impulsive.
Stop.
And erratic.
You ever feel like you made the wrong career choice?
Sound of your love.
Not till I met you.
How do you want to play this, Riggs? Buckle up.
Stop me.
This worked out well, huh?
Okay, now you're angry.
Lethal Weapon, September 21st on Fox.
You here to buy the tickets?
Hey, buddy, you here for the tickets?
Yeah.
Dude, what's the password, man?
Oh, Coach Shanahan.
What were you thinking?
We're doing like a CD ticket deal instead of going to NFL Ticket Exchange.
NFL Ticket Exchange. 100% verified, authentic tickets from one fan to the other.
We'll see you at the games, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you.
Always a good scene in New Orleans. Couple of touchdown passes from Drew Brees. Latavius Murray has scored for the Raiders. The Saints will be kicking off to the Raiders to start the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on Fox on opening weekend.
Give me the ball.
She's doing something that no one has ever done before.
Pitch premieres September 22nd on Fox.
We believe that light beer shouldn't compromise on taste, and we hold true to that belief. We have to. It's tattooed on our neck. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
This guy's out, but I'm still in. It's because I'm sports rich. When you're sports rich, you get as much fantasy as you want, and you get it with FanDuel's new Friends mode. It's a friends-only league that lets you pick a new team every week. So Steve beats me one week, then I beat Steve the next week with Steve's quarterback. Now we'll never sit on the sidelines again. Oh, not you. You rest.
Play your friends today and get all the fantasy football has to offer. FanDuel. Be sports rich.
Sir, this alien life form is growing at an alarming rate.
Growing fast, you say?
We can't contain it anymore.
You know, that reminds me of how Geico's been the fastest growing auto insurer for over 10 years straight.
Over 10 years?
Mm-hmm. Geico's the company your friends and neighbors trust.
And deservedly so.
Indeed.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is the Chevy Malibu. It was awarded Most Dependable Midsize Car by J.D. Power.
It looks great.
Wow.
What is happening? Oh my gosh, it's going up.
But the Malibu's not the only vehicle that was awarded.
This is mind-blowing.
The Chevy Camaro, Equinox, and Silverado HD were awarded Most Dependable as well.
This is extremely impressive. There's so many.
Doing it once, yeah, great job. 4 times, obviously, they're doing something right.
Absolutely.
We believe that light beer shouldn't compromise on taste, and we hold true to that belief. We have to. It's tattooed on our neck. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Russell Wilson in the pocket.
With Coach's film, you get more angles. And when you get more angles, you get more football. Start your free trial at NFL.com/Game Pass.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Today's excitement brought to you by the new Nissan Titan. It's been an up and down first half for Derek Carr and the Raiders. Selling out to try and get his team closer to the Saints. Raiders led early. Drew Brees a couple of touchdowns, and the Saints lead 17-10 as they get ready to kick off to start the third quarter here in the Superdome with Rondé Barber, Chris Myers. And nice to have you watching. Hope you're enjoying the excitement of opening weekend. And I think if you're a Saints fan, right, if you think about the Saints defense, it's the big uneasy, but they've held up fine in this game.
Well, they've simplified. Dennis Allen simplified the defense. There's no exotics to confuse these players, and they're playing fast. And I think we're seeing with a lot of young guys, especially at corner, they're holding up against some pretty good receivers of the Oakland Raiders.
And if you're the Raiders here, you know you have a lot of weapons. You want to score points. They started out okay. It looks like something happened, and they aren't quite clicking.
Well, I think that's got to start on defense with the Raiders, Chris. They got to get some stops. Through that second quarter, the New Orleans Saints did whatever they wanted, getting up and down the field and scoring touchdowns. They get some stops, get it back to the offense, and if they can find some balance. They've only got 10 running plays so far in the first half to 26 passes. That's got to even itself out, slow the tempo of this game down, and give Derek Carr and this offense a chance.
Only turnover of the game. It was early when the Raider defense got to Brees and he fumbled the football, but the Saint defense held the Raiders to a field goal at that time. So Derek Carr and the Raider offense will have a chance to respond. Tywan Jones in the end zone to return the kick of Wil Lutz, the rookie free agent who has done well when he's had the opportunity today. And he booms this one into the end zone. Raider offense starts at the 25-yard line. Let's head back to the field and Jennifer Hale.
Well, Chris, Sean Payton is a happy coach right now. He's enjoying the balance his offense is having. He told me the key against Khalil Mack today has been getting a second hand on him, a bump or a nudge. Also, being smart about where they throw the ball. As far as Delvin Breaux, Payton tells me he doesn't think it's a serious injury, but he's stopping short of putting a timetable on Delvin's return. Jack Del Rio, meanwhile, says he's pleased with both Derek Carr and Khalil Mack's performance. What he's unhappy about is the officiating, and he says he wants some answers. Chris?
All right, Matt McCants is in at the right tackle spot for Watson, who went out injured. 3 receivers bunched at the bottom of your screen on first down, and DeAndre Washington, the rookie from Texas Tech, carries.
You know, Chris, when I was watching the preseason film of the Raiders, now we know Latavius Murray is a big back, can carry the load, took 73% of the carries last year, but the film just looked faster when DeAndre Washington was in the game. He's not tall in stature. He's got big legs. He can break tackles, does a lot of good things as an inside runner, and he's a good changeup when this guy is on the sideline.
And Murray watching. He has the only touchdown for the Raiders. Washington remains in at running back.
No! Blue Whitey! What's up?
Washington the carry. Will bring up third down. Washington is a 5th-round pick, and he rushed for over 2,500 yards in his last couple of seasons at Texas Tech, but he's only 5'8", and that's the same height as Jalen Richard, the other young back, the rookie from Southern Miss, who they like to use.
The free agent that they kind of stole. You see them dapping each other up as they go to the sideline. Those two guys could be a future of this Raiders backfield along with Latavius Murray. Got empty formation here. Derek Carr knows he's going to get a matchup he likes. Let's see which one he picks out.
Need to get to the 35-yard line, and the pass is incomplete. Quickly thrown for Cooper. Here comes Mark King and the punting team. Marcus Murphy will be back to return.
Well, you're the Raiders. You wanted to come out and at least get a first down, get something going here, but instead you got to bring out the punting unit. And Marcus Murphy, who's had ball handling issues somewhat in the preseason, has got a good opportunity for a return here.
But the Saint defense coming up big once again. King, who has a 62-yarder already, drives Murphy back to the 15. He slips through a couple of Raiders. Met hard as a flag comes down, and he comes down at the 26-yard line. Darren Bates on the special teams play. A terrific directional kick that was well covered.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, half the distance to the goal, 1st and 10, timeout.
That'll back up the Saints on offense, but they have a 17-10 lead.
At Southwest, we're trying to decide whether or not to have a sale. Heads we don't, tails we do. And tails it is. Book for as low as $59 one way now at southwest.com. Sure, the game is great. But here's a real reason to scream at your television. Book for as low as $59 one way now at southwest.com.
Today we're going to be comparing these two truck beds. Let's start over here with this aluminum bed. Put your toolbox up here.
Whoa, that's a big hole. That is unbelievable.
Now let's check out the roll-formed steel bed of the Silverado. Same spot, same empty toolbox.
Took it way better. The steel held up.
Find your tag and get 16% of MSRP cash back on select remaining 2016 Silverado pickups in stock. That's over $7,500 cash back on this Chevy Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
At Joseph A. Bank Super Tuesday sale, save up to 70% on almost everything in the store, with traveler suits for $199 and traveler dress shirts are 3 for just $99. Plus, take an extra 50% off all clearance. Only at Joseph A. Bank. Preview day Monday.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest. We remember. By Pizza Hut. Bring home the flavor. Only at Pizza Hut. And by Chevrolet. More 2016 J.D. Power Dependability Awards than any other brand.
Familiar scene from the French Quarter and here in the Superdome. You never know what you're going to get. You do know you'll get a loud crowd. Saints on offense now from the 10-yard line. A lot of Raider fans in town. They travel well. It's Mark Ingram, met hard and knocked backward by Malcolm Smith.
Wow, you know, they talk about this Raiders linebacking core being somewhat undersized, but what they can do is run. Malcolm Smith shot a gap right there and was clean to the running back for that tackle for loss.
The rushing yards even at this moment.
See him right here. Just watch this. Watch him find this gap. Unscathed, great tackle.
Neither team has been able to run for more than 50 yards so far. 2nd and 11. There's a whistle and a flag.
False start. Offense number 68. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's on Tim Lolito in his 4th year. But what was it Sean Payton said about his plays? He said, it's a young team. I want them to know the verse to the song before we get too carried away with me and my number of plays.
What a great analogy. And that goes back to what's happening on defense with this team. Keep it simple. Obviously, we know they're very multiple on offense, can do a lot of different things.
From his own end zone, Cooks hauls in the Brees pass, but he's brought down at the 10 by David Amerson right away.
That's a tough tackle for David Amerson. He does well to get Brandin Cooks on the ground there, because we saw what he did to a couple other players earlier in the game. And Brandin Cooks at the top of your screen, just a quick out. You know it's coming out on time. And David Amerson, I've been in this situation. That miss, if he misses that tackle, that's about 10 yards. Good play by the young corner.
Now 3rd down and 9. Colby Fleener, tight end they signed, who starts, has not had a catch today. Cadet is in the backfield. Brees looks one way and throws the other, but short of the 1st down. Michael Thomas on the catch.
That play almost looked like they were just looking for a couple extra yards to get their punt unit on the team, and talked about it at half, coming out of the half, that the Raiders defense needed a stop. Get a backed up stop. You're guaranteed to get some good field position on this return.
Thomas Morstead in, and Jalen Richard now back to try and return. He's the rookie we talked about, the free agent who can fly, so Del Rio may be looking for a spark here. Richard has it. And Richard hits Saints territory, although a flag down as he gets to the New Orleans 40.
Ooh, I tell you what, buddy. That is an exciting young player. I know there's going to be a penalty on the return team here, but he made some nice shifty moves on that return. You can see why they're so excited about these two young running backs.
During the return, holding, number 41 return team. 10-yard penalty. 1st and 10, timeout on the field.
Trawick, who was signed for his special teams work from the Ravens, called for the penalty, and Del Rio's upset. Going to back up his offense even more.
I used to ask if you could hear me now, but I switched to Sprint. Their network reliability is now within 1% of Verizon. And get this, with Sprint's new unlimited plan, you have the freedom to do virtually whatever you want.
Is there no worrying about gigabytes, megabytes, overages, bill phobia?
That's the dream right there.
Well, then Mama is gonna text, ping, post, tweet, snap those dogs that learn to dance on their hind legs.
Can you hear that?
And makeup tutorials.
Don't let a 1% difference limit your freedom. Unlimited mobile optimized data. 4 lines, $160 a month. Live your life unlimited.
This is the all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu.
Wow, that's nice.
Let's check it out. Do any of you have kids?
I do. Yes.
This car has a feature built in called Teen Driver Technology, which lets parents see how their teens are driving.
Oh, that's smart.
It even mutes the radio until the seatbelt is fastened.
We'll keep track of how many boys get in the car. That could be useful. This is ahead of what my Audi has for sure.
Wish my Beamer had that.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't even know that technology existed.
I'm not in the market for a car, but now I may be.
Is that iced tea?
Nope, it's lemonade.
Is that iced tea?
Lemonade.
Iced tea?
What's with these people, man? Lemonade. Read the sign. Lemonade. Read it.
Okay.
Delicious.
Iced tea at a lemonade stand? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Marin saved by switching to Geico.
It's lemonade, man.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I like where you're going with this.
Michael Crabtree, just 1 catch today. Last season, he had at least 3 catches in every game and 3 100-yard games.
Down! Blue 80! What's up?
First down from the 30-yard line. Carr to Crabtree.
Well, you mentioned him, and there he is.
Right on cue. Let's get an update on Delvin Breaux with Jennifer.
Well, Chris, it's good news for Saints fans. Right now, Delvin Breaux still working through a left lower leg injury. I've been watching him massaging his calf and his ankle area, but he is probable to return, Chris.
That's good. The Saints have allowed a touchdown pass in the last 24 straight games, but not today. Of course, it's not over as Crabtree makes another catch.
There are your 3 catches right there, Chris. Right on cue.
Yes, I think Crabtree mentioned that in the huddle.
You know, there's a little bit of imbalance, you know, in the passing offense. The leading receiver, Amari Cooper, had 5 receptions. Everybody else only had 1 target. So I think they made a concerted effort here, start this second half, to get some of these guys involved. And Michael Crabtree, Derek Carr told us, is the best route runner on this Oakland Raiders offense, and he needs to get his touches.
First down 10 from the Raider 43. Johnny Holton in motion. He's the speedster. Handoff Murray. Straight ahead. Latavius Murray. He might have another first down. He's into Saints territory. Let's get a game break. Here's Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Chris. Keeping an eye on the NFC South here. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Austin Zafarian-Jenkins. A 30-yard touchdown catch from Jameis Winston. That's Winston's 3rd of the game. Bucks up 24-13. Chris?
Thanks, Carissa. Big things expected from Jameis Winston, who had an outstanding rookie season.
We had him in the preseason, Chris. We know what he looks like. He's a talent.
Down! Blue 80! What's up?
Murray gets the first down after he picked up 9 on the previous down.
I want to go back to this run. This first one. We talk a lot about this offensive line. Watch these 2 guys. There's going to be a double team. You're going to push off, and then you got to climb to the next level. Watch him get to the next level and get his body on James Laurinaitis here, and this is why this explodes through there. Great job by this Oakland Raiders offensive line.
from the 45, fresh set of downs, and you see the numbers. That was the highest in the NFL. Murray carrying the load, so Taiwan Jones in to give him a breather, and Carr incomplete on the run, trying to get to Amari Cooper. Cooper does have 5 catches for 94 yards today.
That should have been a 6th catch. Good route, little pivot route on the corner there, and then great delivery. We had some issues with drops last year. I wouldn't necessarily call that a drop. It was a little bit out of his reach, but I would expect a receiver the caliber that Amari Cooper is to come down with that one.
Yeah, he also had a foot injury late in the year. They're not even really sure where it started, but it did bother him, and he played through it.
Seen this formation a bunch. Bunch receivers up top. You get an isolation top of the screen. Let's see what we get.
Washington gets the football. Knocked down at the 46-yard line. Excellent defensive play as John Jenkins, backup lineman, getting some support from Craig Robertson.
Craig Robertson's playing today because Donnell Ellerbe is sidelined with a quad injury. And they made a lot of additions in the offseason. Linebacker was probably the best. James Laurinaitis, Robinson provide a lot of depth for the Saints defense.
Carr on 3rd and 10. For Cooper, incomplete. He showed you some arm strength there, but it's 4th down.
On a little fade away here, and there was a little bit of pressure on him, but he had his receiver. Good route by Amari Cooper. Derek Carr is not able to put it where he needs to, floated a little bit out of bounds.
So they stretched, but the Saint defense did not snap, and now Marquette King is on, and back to receive the punt, Jarris Byrd, for the first time today for the Saints.
Keep mentioning it, Chris, but this Saints defense, I mean, I'm impressed. Keeping getting off the field, giving your offense an opportunity. The market improvement over what we saw last year from the unit.
They play the position game, and it's well played. Bounces into the arms of Andre Holmes, and Marquette King dropping that one inside the 5, down at the 2-yard line. That's where the Saint offense will take over because of his work.
Only those who dare drive the world forward. The Cadillac CT6.
This is the house of the passionate. This is the house of the brave. Of those who keep fighting, who honor traditions. And this is the house of their beer. Casa Modelo, home of the clean, crisp taste of Especial and the rich, smooth flavor of Negra. Quality beers, brewed for those who believe in better since 1925. Welcome to Casa Modelo.
Domino's it is.
No, I want salad.
Oh, no.
So we're getting salad, right? Right?
Luckily at Domino's, we love pizza so much we've added salads, so no one can veto pizza night. Try one with a medium 2-topping pizza for $5.99 each.
Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced. With 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities coast to coast. So don't settle for an unlimited plan with limits. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs of limitless data with 4 lines for only $160. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
Today's game is sponsored by Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, the Next Gen Network.
Aaron Glenn, the defensive back coach here in the New Orleans Saints, first year here, and working with a bunch of young guys, and 5 straight possessions that the Raiders have not scored on offense, and Derek Carr has got to be frustrated on that sideline. That unit that they thought that they had an opportunity to take advantage of is performing well. And here's Delvin Breaux looking to get back into this football game and add his contribution.
Yeah, the Raider defense is without Nate Allen, who started. He's over on the bench watching. Keith McGill has been in with Reggie Nelson at the safety spot. From the 2-yard line, Tim Hightower standing in his own end zone behind Brees. Brees on the run. Brandin Cooks. It's going to be 98 yards for a touchdown.
Well, let me tell you what, Brandin Cooks can fly. And we all know this. The Raiders know this. And yet, Ken Norton decides to put his corner, Sean Smith, man-to-man, and you cannot do this as a corner. Open up the gate, a free run down the sideline, and I mean, I know he's talented and he's tall. There is no way he's keeping up with Brandin Cooks. And we talk about explosiveness. It's back here in New Orleans.
You talk about taking the top off a defense. It may take the top off this Superdome. The crowd erupting as Brees delivers on his 3rd touchdown pass of this game.
And that was
the roof is still on, by the way.
It's still on
at the moment.
It's on.
We still got another quarter plus to play here as the defensive coordinator of the Raiders exasperated over there, Ken Norton.
I'd be wary about putting any corner one-on-one with Brandin Cooks. I know he got some talent on that secondary, but that guy could just flat out run, Chris.
And that was confirmed. They just want to make sure that Brandin Cooks scoring plays to be confirmed. He did not step out of bounds. So the extra point from Wil Lutz. It's good. Brandin Cooks, who will turn 23 years old later this month, gives the Saints the lead on a 98-yard catch and carry.
Only those who dare drive the world forward. The Cadillac CT6.
I'm Ann Howard.
And Michael Howard.
We left on our honeymoon in January 2012. It actually evolved into a business.
From our blog to video editing.
Our technology has to hang tough with us.
When you're going to a place without electricity, you need a long battery life. The touch combined with the screen resolution.
A Mac doesn't have that. We wanted to help more people get out there and see the world. Once you take that leap, that's where the magic happens.
Uh-oh. Should have put that phone on silent. Luckily, Jay chose Trident to help clean and protect his teeth, so he can hide his guilt with a convincing grin. That's it, Jay. They'll never know. Trident. Cherish your teeth.
You've been on the job 25 years, not a neck on you. You get partnered with Riggs 3 days. You crashed 2 cars and nearly got yourself killed.
You ever feel like you made the wrong career choice?
Yeah, the day I met you.
Lethal Weapon premieres Wednesday, September 21st on Fox.
This Saturday, the mighty Crimson Sea,
The pride of the Buckeye State.
go head-to-head, but only one will rule.
Ohio State, Oklahoma, Saturday at 7 on Fox.
That is a Saints record, franchise record, 98-yard touchdown catch by Brandin Cooks from Drew Brees. The old record of 96 yards was held by Billy Kilmer.
Sean Smith was on the sideline chewing himself out, pacing. That's a tough task. I almost feel sorry for him. You get man-to-man down there, and Drew Brees, as good as he is, he's going to find his shot, and he took it right there.
Wil Lutz delivers the kick. Tywan Jones will down it. Coming out to the 25-yard line, and from our view in the booth, it's been an interesting matchup with this offense of what the Saints have done against a Raider defense, a much improved. In fact, Jack Del Rio said the secondary is the most improved area of our football team.
Well, yeah, it's not showing so much today, and Drew Brees is having a heck of a day throwing the football, finding his 2 main targets, Brandin Cooks in 83. Just they're having a great day. But I got to tell you what, Drew Brees is playing like this. He's the old man in the league. The gauntlet has been passed to Derek Carr. He's got to get his offense going here, score some points.
Brees said this week, I'll always create a chip on my shoulder to play better. When asked about how many years in his contract, here's a flag on first down. See how Carr and the Raiders respond.
Ball start, offense number 73, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, and see, that's where McCants remembers playing for the injured Menelik Watson. Delvin Breaux has returned to the Saints secondary. And now it's 1st and 15. Raiders, an area that Del Rio would love them to not lead the league in, or at least be at the top, is penalties. Plenty of time, and he has to go short to Latavius Murray, who slips a tackle. And almost, he gains to the 33, just short of the first down.
And now's an opportunity that we're going to see how this Saints defense responds to the pressure of an offense going hurry up. Coming right to the line of scrimmage, Derek Carr, this offense know they got to get back into it right now.
So he wants the ball. The Saint defense wasn't set, but they didn't snap it to him right away, and that's deflected and almost intercepted by Delvin Breaux.
Oh, he got lucky here because some dysfunction there at the line of scrimmage, trying to get the ball quick because he knew he had the quick throw.
Laurinaitis got his arm up.
Laurinaitis got his hands on the ball. Could have been a huge turnover. Another momentum swing in favor of the Saints.
Have a timeout. Saints. On 3rd down and 2. And I guess Sean is frustrated that he didn't want to burn a timeout there. Coming up after this, it's America's Game of the Week. Eli Manning and the Giants go up against well, I should say not only Dez Bryant, but the new quarterback.
Dak Prescott, yes.
For the Cowboys, exciting to watch. Some might see the Lions collide with the Colts, but you'll see the Giants and Cowboys coming up on Fox. America's Game of the Week, part of our doubleheader on opening weekend.
Got to convert a first down here. I know it's still in the 3rd quarter. Do not want to give the ball back to Drew Brees and the Saints offense, who are clicking.
Latavius Murray, good enough for the first down.
Good purposeful run there, and ran it right off the back of Matt McCants, who had the penalty to start this drive. And you've got to make statements. Derek Carr, this offense need a statement. See what they got for this Saints defense that is playing really well.
He's coming. Blue 80. What's up?
Murray again gets up across the 40. Well, Dennis Allen, defensive coordinator, former Raider coach, but the defensive coordinator first year after he spent time with the Saints staff, told us on practice on Friday, Ronnie, that we know they're a big play team. That's the one thing we won't do is give up the big play, the big score. And so far, they haven't allowed that.
Well, you're not going to see a lot of situations where the corners are in the situation that Sean Smith was in, where they're up at the line of scrimmage playing man. You see a lot of softer zone, a lot of cover 2, protect this lead. That's what Dennis Allen doing, and they didn't necessarily have that mentality last year on defense.
Blue 80. What's up?
From their own 40 on 2nd down. Carr with a quick drop and a quick throw, right on target at midfield for a first down. Crabtree wrestling over there, but he held on against Devontae Harris, and that will move the chains.
Derek Carr took a shot right after he let this ball go and put it right on target. Just a little blitz, inside blitz, and Robertson's clean to the quarterback, but he stays in there, makes a nice throw for that first down.
He just was worried, but he got up. Yeah. He didn't get to see the result of the play. Tywan Jones comes in from Deer Valley High in the East Bay as Murray takes a breather as the running back. From midfield.
Blue 80.
What's up?
Crabtree in motion. Jones has it. Splitting a couple of Saint defenders and fighting his way inside the 35 for another Raider first down.
He ran that like a kickoff return. That's his specialty. Taiwan Jones is a tough football player. To do all the special teams that he does, get an opportunity out here to catch a pass. So fast. His lower body's so strong, just running through arm tackles of the Saints defense.
He's the fastest player on the Raider team. Showed some toughness there as Delvin Breaux has yet to get up. If you could read his lips, sound like he said, "I can't get up."
All right. Son? Okay. All right, here goes nothing.
Oh.
Oh, that is amazing.
Who's the genius who puts a girl in heels on a subway grate?
Miss Monroe, eat a Snickers.
Why?
You get a little cranky when you're hungry.
Better?
Much better.
This scene will never make the cut.
NFL season is here, and so is McDonald's newest McPick 2 lineup. Choose between a Quarter Pounder with cheese, our newest pick, Triple Cheeseburger, the 10-piece Chicken McNuggets, or the Filet-O-Fish. Mix and match or pair up your faves for just $5. Enjoy the choice.
I'm 7-0 this season. You auto-drafted. That's what all the great GMs do. They delegate. You didn't do anything. Yeah, I did. I set the cue.
Without NFL.com fantasy football, what would friends talk about?
I almost wore shorts today. Oh. I was gonna do a sweatshirt shorts combo. Switched to pants instead.
It's not too late to play. Sign up for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
The only thing that matters is October.
Week 1 continues later today on CBS and Fox. Then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. And tomorrow it's a Monday Night Football doubleheader on ESPN.
Breaux had to be helped off the field, pain in the left leg without use of that. So Devontae Harris and Ken Crawley, both undrafted free agents, come into the secondary.
What's up?
Murray is the back. And Murray's knocked down. He might lose half a yard. Kenny Vaccaro off of his safety spot, who was described by the coaching staff as the meanest, toughest player on the team.
Well, he is at his best when he's close to the line of scrimmage. This defense is going to ask him to play a little bit different than Rex Ryan's defense did. But I tell you what, he is a heck of a tackler. He's got that big body. Watch him get low, fire through that tackle. Good play.
And Murray is 6'3". He's a bigger back.
I think I said Rex Ryan. I meant Rob Ryan.
Rob Ryan, the former Saints coordinator.
You know what I mean, not what I say.
Well, they're together now in Buffalo. So a loss of 1. Carr for Crabtree, who has it and works his way to the 15 before going out of bounds. And Crawley on the coverage.
Well, Delvin Breaux had been tracking Michael Crabtree all over the field. And without him, Derek Carr is going to try to take advantage. Look how, I mean, herky-jerky, I don't know what you want to call it, but precise route running, pushed the corner off of him, got a nice completion.
Without a huddle, quick snap, Carr on the move. Sees something, it's tipped away. And lucky it wasn't intercepted. He was trying to go to Seth Roberts, but Craig Robertson, the linebacker in place of Ellerby, tipped the ball.
Well, Derek Carr has to be smart down here. I know he was going to try to force that ball in there. Good play by the Saints defense, but could not afford to turn the ball over down here. You got to score. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, you need points on the board. It's been 6 drives since they've scored. They're going to have to get one here. They're going to keep pace with the New Orleans Saints.
In comes the speedy DeAndre Washington.
What's up?
He gets the carry, nowhere to go. Lunging forward, and Robertson on the tackle. The Saints playing without their first-round draft choice. You mentioned Sheldon Rankins, who injured his fibula in the preseason. He'll miss at least the first 6 games of the season. And we have McCants down. Remember, he's in for Watson, who's injured. In pain.
Well, John Feliciano is the only available offensive lineman. And you'll see McCants right in the middle of your screen, big number 73, just get bent over. And that looks like it's got to be something going on with his left knee or leg. And this is not good for the Oakland Raiders offense. Down to now only 5 healthy linemen. And this is something new that the league is doing. Both teams are being led off the field. You know, years past you've seen players huddle around. The only person that could come out and see him is the head coach, and there's Jack Del Rio.
I enlisted in the Army in 2005. I went to Iraq 3 times and Afghanistan once. She's the culprit that ripped our door off. 2,000-pound animal bumping into a steel door creates quite a bit of damage. Actually use the app, take pictures of it right there for USAA, and they take care of the rest. USAA is great about working with both active and separated military. I'm Josh Eilers, and I'm a USAA member for life.
Call USAA today to talk about your insurance needs.
At Southwest, we're trying to decide whether or not to have a sale. Heads we don't, tails we do. And tails it is. Book for as low as $59 one way now at southwest.com. Sure, the game is great. But here's a real reason to scream at your television. Book for as low as $59 one way now at southwest.com.
Hey, Nikki, what are you doing here?
You tell me, Steven.
What? I'm snapping.
You've been streaming my videos all morning, now you're with this thing?
No, it's not you. It's Verizon. They limit my data. I had to choose.
Come on, girl. Let's get us a man with unlimited data.
Why pay Verizon more for data limits? Introducing T-Mobile One. One price, unlimited data for everyone.
Matt McCants helped off the field. John Feliciano comes in to take his rotation.
And John Feliciano really is a guard center swing guy, so he's going to go to guard, and it looks like Kelechi Osemele is going to go to left tackle, where he played some with the Baltimore Ravens.
Mike Tice, offensive line coach, hoping on 3rd and 8. Jameis Olawale's in the game. And Carr to throw for the end zone, knocked away incomplete. There were 2 different Raider receivers that looked like they had a shot at it. Clive Wolford was the first one.
He put a good ball here. I know he was a little bit hurried, and his receiver didn't look like he was ready to catch this. But if we can go back to this offensive line, Donald Penn, who is the starting left tackle for the Oakland Raiders, has moved over to right. Osemele has gone to left tackle, and Feliciano is at left guard. So there's some major shuffle, and we're going to have to see how it affects this offensive line of the Oakland Raiders.
80% career kicker. One season he made 91%. And Sebastian Janikowski makes it easy from 31 yards away to get the Raiders within 11. But in the bigger picture, the Saints defense kept this high-powered Raider offense out of the end zone. Don't forget to check out Damon Wayans and Clayne Crawford in Lethal Weapon. It premieres Wednesday, September 21st on Fox.
Well, you got to be encouraged by the drive down the field for this offense. I know they would have loved to get 7 points on the board, but only down 11 now. You put it back on your defense. They need to get a stop. We know they just had the big play by the Saints offense. Nice response. They need a stop on defense. They got to get a stop on defense, get the ball back, see if we can make this a game.
And you wonder, can the Saints defensive line take advantage of the shuffled Raider offensive line, or can Derek Carr take advantage of the injury in the Saints secondary to Delvin Breaux? That'll be part of the story. But the headline, we talked about quarterbacks coming in. Drew Brees has lived up to his end of the bargain. The Saints defense, I would say, may be surprising some people so far today.
Drew Brees, 300 yards, 309 yards on the day already, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I'm wary if I'm an Oakland Raider, him getting back on the field and feeling himself right now, because it seems like he can do no wrong.
Janikowski bounces one. Marcus Murphy scoops it. And stopped short of the 25-yard line. Let's get an injury update with Jennifer.
Chris, right now, Delvin Breaux back in the Saints locker room undergoing x-rays on that left leg to determine exactly what's going on. Meanwhile, this young secondary holding tough without their leader, Aaron Glenn. Very pleased with how they're doing. Obviously, as you and Rondé mentioned, some shuffling and some injuries on the Raiders sideline as well. I'm headed over that way next, Chris. All
right, thanks, Jed. Drew Brees over 300 yards passing. 3 touchdowns, including that 98-yarder. Franchise record to Brandin Cooks.
Hey, 5-0 here, 5-0, 5-0. Ready. Ready. What's that?
Sean Smith is out of the game at the moment for the Raiders secondary. And open at the 30 is Michael Thomas, who gets up near a first down.
Big free agent addition, Sean Smith on the sideline. DJ Hayden playing right corner now for this Oakland Raiders defense. And you got to think it's, he has not had his best day, Sean Smith.
Only 1 sack in this game, and Brees coming without a huddle. The up-tempo pass is complete to Hightower, quickly met by Raiders.
If you're the New Orleans Saints, it's an opportunity to take the kill shot on this Raiders defense. They go down and get a score here. It'll be 3 really uncontested drives, and Drew Brees, Sean Payton, we know they never take their foot off the gas pedal. They're trying to gut you every chance that they get.
Good enough for the first down and keeps the clock running. Tim Hightower remains the back for Brees. Inside handoff, Brandin Cooks. And he gets close to another first down up near the 45-yard line. Remember, things started slowly for Drew Brees. Lost the fumble. The defense kept the Raiders to a field goal. And he lit it up. Touchdown to Willie Snead, to Brandin Cooks, and then the 98-yarder. Cooks showing off the speed after being backed up at their own 2-yard line. After a gain of 11. Tim Hightower straight ahead, brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nearing the 1-minute mark in the third quarter. The Raider defense that there's Sean Smith, as you mentioned, looking on. One of those acquisitions along with Reggie Nelson and Bruce Irvin being tested here. Cadet steps out of bounds.
Yeah, Sean Smith, a lot of experience in this league. Started in Miami, had those years last in Kansas City, and you bring him in to really help the secondary. I know they struggled last year on this side of the ball. David Amerson came in as a street free agent after getting cut by Washington, starting on one side. DJ Hayden was not showing the talent of a first rounder, and Sean Smith was supposed to stabilize this unit, and he's had a bad day today, Chris.
Brees, what is this? Like precision passing here. Willie Snead with a first down inside the 40.
Well, it's easy to blame Sean Smith because he got beat on the long pass, but the rhythm of this New Orleans Saints offense has been outstanding today. Haven't really tried to run the football, but Drew Brees has been awesome when he has to drop back and pass.
But chewing up the clock, and Drew Brees and the Saints are controlling the game at the end of 3 quarters here in New Orleans. The Saints lead the Raiders 24-13. You're watching the NFL on Fox.
This September,
they're coming for us.
We gonna fight fire with fire.
Empire strikes back.
To the Empire!
Empire returns September 21st on Fox.
We believe that light beer shouldn't compromise on taste. And we hold true to that belief. We have to. It's tattooed on our neck. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is the Chevy Malibu. It was awarded Most Dependable Midsize Car by J.D. Power.
It looks great. Wow. What is happening? Oh my gosh, it's going up.
But the Malibu's not the only vehicle that was awarded.
This is mind-blowing.
The Chevy Camaro, Equinox, and Silverado HD were awarded Most Dependable as well.
This is extremely impressive. There's so many.
Doing it once, yay, great job. 4 times, obviously, they're doing something right.
Absolutely.
Gym rats are muscle rich. Butchers are meat rich. Me, I'm sports rich. What's sports rich? It means I get as much fantasy football as I want, and I get it with FanDuel. Injured QB? Not my problem. Player already drafted? No, he wasn't. Being sports rich is like putting 20 tons of sport in a 5-pound sports bag. Like a nice little carry-on.
Deposit now for 5 free entries and get all the fantasy football has to offer. FanDuel. Be sports rich.
We believe that light beer shouldn't compromise on taste. And we hold true to that belief. We have to. It's tattooed on our neck. Spelled different because it's brewed different.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Rondé Barber, Chris Myers, the start of the fourth quarter on kickoff weekend in New Orleans, and Drew Brees, 97 now, 97 career 300-yard games, an NFL record. Peyton Manning had 93 when he retired. There's no other quarterback at 75, so he continues to pile up the yards, and now an 11-point lead with the football. What a catch.
How did he catch that?
Michael Thomas in traffic.
Well, this is about as good a coverage as you get. DJ Hayden square at the line of scrimmage, hands on, and he looks like he's going to beat him to the ball to swipe. And I'm telling you, look how big his hands are on that football. Jen Hale earlier in the week got a tape measure, and there's a reason why you can make those type of catches.
He has made spectacular catches throughout camp and preseason as Ingram runs hard. Sean Payton, when we asked him about this team, called them a young but group of grinders. And I think that's what he'd like to see here with this lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, they got a bunch of grinders on their team. They got the best quarterback that I played against. And I played against some good ones, but this guy is so consistent, moving the ball, having a sense of purpose, and it's showing today in this offense.
For the tight end, and incomplete for Kobe Fleener. Let's get a game break again. Check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Chris. Rondé knows a thing or two about some defenses that can score touchdowns. Minnesota at Tennessee. Minnesota now has 2 defensive touchdowns on the day. You had Eric Kendrick's 77-yard pick six, and then you have Danielle Hunter's 24-yard fumble recovery. Both of those players' first career touchdown. Vikes up 22-10. Chris?
All right, thank you. And Rondé, thanks you. You still think the Vikings are a playoff team without hesitation?
I absolutely do. They got some talent on that defense now.
On fourth down, Wil Lutz to try from 50. He made from 42 earlier. And in pregame warm-ups hit a 57-yarder. And he misses here. So it remains, even though they chewed up some of the clock, an 11-point St. lead.
It's waiting on Sunday morning.
You like football? Yeah. It's DirecTV NFL Sunday Ticket. I can watch every Sunday Ticket game live on any device.
I'm retired. I just sit here watching nothing. If I were you, I'd work as long as you can, son.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV and watch live football anywhere. Switch today and get a $100 reward card.
The playbook of work is tattered and torn from those who do jobs for which they were born. Hammers and wire, chainsaws and wrenches, and the true bond of teamwork down in the trenches. Ford F-Series is their chariot. It answers the bell. It's the truck deemed official by the NFL.
Kathy's gotten used to the smell of lingering garbage in her kitchen. Yep, she's gone nose blind. She thinks it smells fine, but her guests smelled this. Febreze Air Effects Heavy Duty has up to 2 times the odor-eliminating power to remove odors you've gone nose blind to. Use Febreze Air Effects till it's fresh, and try Febreze Small Spaces to continuously eliminate up to 2 times the odors for 30 days. Febreze Small Spaces and Air Effects. 2 more ways to breathe happy.
The Cowboys have no defense. They're nothing. They've been nothing for the last 4 years.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by KFC. Go Buckets. It's finger-licking good. And by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV.
After the missed field goal, that in-between area of the field, the Raiders take over at the 40. Carr, Cooper, a block or 2. Here comes a flag, and Cooper stopped at the 48-yard line of the Raiders. Flag came in from the secondary.
Interesting you mentioned, Chris, that in-between area there for the field goal attempt.
Pass interference, offense number 15. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
That is the 10th penalty accepted on the Raiders.
You know, you're giving up so much field position. You got an unproven kicker in Wil Lutz, and I know Sean Payton doesn't like to punt in situations when he's past the logo in the middle of the field, but there I think I may have tried to pin them inside the 10-yard line. Instead he goes for the kick and he misses it and gives pretty good field position to this Raiders offense.
Well, and they were aggressive on 4th down when they got their first touchdown. Of course, the yardage was shorter. But now it's 1st and 20 after another Raider penalty from their own 30. Carr with time. For Cooper, who's open inside the 40 of New Orleans. Down, knocked at the 37 inside the 27-yard line.
I'm going to tell you what, this was one of the longest developing routes I've seen all day, but it is almost impossible if you're a defensive back to cover somebody this long. There's absolutely zero pressure on Derek Carr in the pocket, and Amari Cooper is kind of just stopped, throws his hands up when Carr has bought some time and makes a huge completion to change this field position.
A 43-yard gain without a huddle. Carr wants the football snapped. Fakes to Murray. Middle of the field. Crabtree. It'll be 1st and goal Raiders.
How about that throw, Chris? I mean, I know he's strong-armed, and he's really an arms thrower at times. Crabtree right here in the middle of your screen. Watch the 3 Saints defenders in the area here and just dices it between them both. Gets down inside the 5-yard line.
25-yard pickup. End zone throw. Catch made out of bounds. Cooper's already over 130 yards receiving.
Just an ISO. You know what you want. All he's got to do is get his feet down. You know he's going to make the catch with those great hands. One, not quite the other one. And really a good job by P.J. Williams. Continue to push that momentum out of bounds and force that incompletion.
2nd down goal from the 2-yard line. Jameis Olawale checks in, the fullback.
Keep an eye on Andre Holmes. Big, huge target here at the bottom of the screen. You know they're in man-to-man defense.
A 6'4" receiver. Handoff. Jameis Olawale, touchdown Raiders.
Chris, I think you know better than I do. You call Jameis, I call Andre Holmes, but they're both involved in this play. I'm not gonna give you all the credit, but watch 18 walk in. Talk about the big body. He puts it right on Kenny Vaccaro here on the line of scrimmage. And that's where the gap is. Jameis Olawale is going to run over that corner and that tackling opportunity. Touchdown, Raiders. You gave up the field position. We talked about it a second ago, and now they're going for 2. See if they can get back in this game.
And it can be returned for points by the Saints defense. Jameis Olawale remains in. Trying to make it a 3-point game. Carr throws, knocked away. Coverage was good by Vaccaro on Crabtree.
I'm not sure why Derek Carr didn't put the ball in the flat right away to number 10. Here's the receiver I'm looking at, Seth Roberts. Little sub play, and if he gives it to him right there, he's going to beat 52 to the end zone. But he tries to buy some time and get the ball to Michael Crabtree, and good play by the Saints defense.
Raiders get a touchdown, but trail by 5.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price.
Not here! Not ever!
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price. Not here, not ever.
Well, did you get it?
More people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm. Here to help life go right. State Farm.
Great. Okay. Well, this here's a load-bearing wall. We'll go ahead and rip that out. It's going to cause a lot of problems. Totally unnecessary, and it triples the budget.
We'll be way behind schedule, right?
Schedules.
Schedules.
Great. Okay.
Wouldn't it be great if everyone said what they meant? The Citi Double Cash Card does. It lets you earn double cash back. 1% when you buy and 1% as you pay. The Citi Double Cash Card. Double means double.
I like where you're going with this.
You lost to Jordy last week?
By 1 point.
I thought I just traded you for Des Bryant. You serious?
We crushed it last week, buddy.
We.
He hasn't won a game all year.
He got 21 points from his kicker.
Straight up? Straight up?
You scored the touchdowns. I put you in my lineup.
18.
Without NFL.com fantasy football, what would friends talk about?
You, fly often?
Yes.
You a window or an aisle guy?
I'm an aisle guy.
It's not too late to play. Sign up for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
Despite the injuries on the offensive line, the Raiders offense marches 60 yards in under 2 minutes, and Jameis Olawale zeroing in on the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, so the Saints, with the Raiders kicking off, will have a 5-point lead. Look at the total yards already in this game.
Well, that was an important score, Chris. I mean, I'm sitting here saying if the New Orleans Saints score a touchdown on that last drive, then they get to stop at a missed field goal and come back and make this a 5-point game, so good job.
Marcus Murphy with one of the better returns, but people are rolling with him across the 25.
That might be the first time, Chris, that we've seen a return past the 25. So the theory of kicking them short and not giving up those 5 yards is holding true today for both of these teams.
Small screen, stadium-sized content. Watch live, local Sunday games on your smartphone with NFL Mobile. Under 12 minutes to play. The Saints with the football. Brees for Snead. Well, there were 2 receivers in the area. It looked like Cadet was running out there too. Now there's a flag.
It's going to be pass interference on the defense here.
Pass interference, defense, number 53. First down, spot of the foul.
Time of the game where your big-time players got to start making plays. And haven't mentioned Khalil Mack. He's been invisible all day, but this is what you see. Watch how low he gets to the ground, and he is seconds, inches away from a sack fumble there on Drew Brees. He's going to need to get this motor running and fire up this Raiders defense.
That's a major penalty of 23 yards. There's only been 1 sack of a quarterback in this game. That remember early when Brees was hit and lost the football, and Bruce Irvin got in on Brees. From the 47 of the Raiders. First down Saints. Brees hesitates but then delivers. And Kobe Fleener with his first catch as a member of the Saints.
But the Saints are continuing to throw this football. Huge pressure here. 51-52. Both of them beat their tackles, and Drew Brees shot straight to the sternum. You don't want to see him take those kind of hits too often.
So the pressure's been there, but Brees always a manipulator of avoiding the sack.
And he's not going to take sacks. That's the thing that makes him so invaluable. Sometimes he does it to the detriment of the team, but he knows what happens when you take sacks in the NFL.
On 2nd down 4. Sideline deep, and here comes a flag. Cooks was running down the sideline with DJ Hayden.
Hey. I mean, Chris, don't think that I'm being biased because I play corner in the league.
Interference, defense, number 45. First down,
he meant 25, DJ Hayden. But he does everything right here in my mind. He wins at the line of scrimmage. He's on top of Brandin Cooks. Great technique there. Turns and looks for the ball. There is no way that's pass interference. Brandin Cooks is already out of bounds. You can call it a long arm, but that has gone out of football. That is not a call that you should make in this situation.
A 17-yard penalty sets him up with Mark Ingram on 1st down. And he'll have another 1st down. All the way inside the 10 of the Raiders.
Well, when they've wanted to run the football, Chris, they've done it, and they've done it with authority. This offensive line, so many questions again in the preseason. This is not at all the team that we see. It's going to come right through here. Mark Ingram breaking a couple of tackles at the beginning. Max Unger, again, the double team, climbing up to the 2nd level to get Heaney there at linebacker. Great cut, and then just Mark Ingram being Mark Ingram.
He's averaged over 5 yards a carry today in 10 carries. This is his 11th on 1st and goal.
There's no question in my mind, Chris. I know he hasn't been 1,000-yard back, but if he stays healthy, this Saints offense is in for a treat with him.
The last time the Saints had a 1,000-yard rusher was 2006. Deuce McAllister is now part of the radio broadcast team for the Saints with Jim Henderson. Last year, Mark Ingram had 769 yards, but he missed 3 games with an injury. Cadet checks in on 2nd and goal. Brees in trouble, gets away, and gets rid of it. Still ended up on the ground, but he got rid of the football. What did we just say about not taking sacks?
He doesn't take sacks. Michael Smith right here. Last year had 4 sacks for this Raiders defense. And, I mean, come on, you got to block him. And he may not be mobile. He's not one of those guys you say, oh, he's mobile. But he's shifty. He's got great footwork. Look at the jump skip away from him. And then, again, Chris, you said it. I said it. Will not take sacks. Makes the smart decision. Live to fight another day. And respect knows respect. Good job, Drew Brees.
3rd down today, 4 out of 10 for the Saints. Brees, was that designed? Looked like a college option or something.
I think when he was back at Purdue, he used to do this. This is Sean Payton. I mean, this is an option.
Okay.
It's a read option. He had to fake to Brandin Cooks, who was on the reverse, trying to pull the defense, and I'm not sure he wanted him to keep that ball.
But maybe Sean Payton was setting up on 4th down. Is he going to go for it with a 5-point lead?
Why would you? Kick the field goal, get up by 8.
They're going to call a timeout. It'll be the 2nd of this half for the Saints.
I mean, I don't think there's any chance this isn't a field goal attempt.
Well, remember, your young kicker just missed a 50-yarder, although he made earlier. This is his first NFL game. But this is will be a chip shot.
I don't think that Sean Payton was having any real considerations of going for it there. It just doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he wanted to force Oakland to use a timeout to try to discuss it.
And he wanted to keep the clock rolling, maybe bite off from some important seconds. But at the same time, he's taking a timeout here. You got to assume that the Raiders, if they go down and score, a lost timeout at this juncture in the game is going to be valuable.
So this will be a 20-yard field goal try. I mean, this is less than an extra point. He's made one, he's missed one in his first game.
He's still a rookie, though, Chris, and I know that they were high on him. Talking to their special teams coordinator, they were tracking him since he came out of college and knew that there was this opportunity to get him if Baltimore released him or tried to hide him on the practice squad, and they went out and got him. So they have confidence in him, but it's still his first game in the NFL.
Snap, hold. And it's good, but it was blocked, but it's still through the uprights. He kicked it with authority.
He really did. I mean, this short of a kick, you don't usually expect a drive kick. You know, a lot of times you see the height, but he just tries to drive this, maybe because of the miss on the last attempt. But I'm telling you, Danico Autry almost made an impossible block for the Raiders.
I see gold in the air, in promise in the strings. I see love in our hearts, the futures in our dreams. I had a dream, you were a laser light, burning down the
When the sun goes down, the limes go in.
I owe it all to you.
Red 97! Set! Red 97!
Did you say 97?
Yes.
You know, that reminds me of Geico's 97% customer satisfaction rating.
97%?
Helped by Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Oh yeah, baby. Geico's as fast and friendly as it gets.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Everything I did was to protect my legacy. They're coming for us. Wait till we show them how dark hell can get.
To the Empire!
We built this family, and this family's strong.
This don't have to get ugly.
It might.
Today's game is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Raiders trying to win their first season opener for the first time in 5 years. They've lost their last 4, trailing now by 8. Tywan Jones to receive the kick from Wil Lutz, who just made an important field goal. He'll down it. Raiders take over at the 25. Let's listen to Danico Autry getting a hand up, but the kick still went through. You heard the thud. Look at how close this is to getting over the crossbar.
Barely makes it over the crossbar, and pause it right here. Block right there in the middle, 96. And that could have been an enormous play for this Raiders defense. And of course, you got the slower guys on the field. You had opportunity to return, but instead they make it and get up by 8 points.
And Hayden coming in from the side created pressure. Jalen Richard in the game, trailing by 8 from their own 25. Carr floats one to an open receiver, but the ball hung in the air. And Andre Holmes with Kenny Vaccaro there couldn't come down with it.
They brought some pressure, and Derek Carr had a streaking wide receiver here. Good pressure. See the fake, bites up on the corner, but Kenny Vaccaro saves his corner's butt right there, gets over and makes that incompletion.
And the reason he couldn't zip it in was because the pressure had Carr backpedaling.
What's up?
Jalen Richard. He's loose. Jalen Richard. It's going to be a touchdown, Raiders. 75 yards.
What did I tell you earlier, Chris? When these two runners get in the game, the offense speeds up. Now, this is some good running, some bad tackling, but he gets to the second level, and two safeties, two defensive backs, I mean, have an opportunity to close this hole for him, and he threw it like a arrow. Watch this. Laurinaitis gets blocked. in the middle of your screen by the center, Rodney Hudson. And then right here, 3 guys. He's threw him in a heartbeat. Next thing you know, he's hitting his head on the goalpost.
An unbelievable run from Alexandria, Louisiana. Southern Mississippi, 3-hour drive from here. In his first NFL game. Now the Raiders, with a 2-point conversion, can tie. Carr, end zone catch. Yes, Amari Cooper converts. Close to the line, the official there is elbow bleeding, but he came down with it.
What a game we have here. He knows he's going out here. It's all about getting across the line. Great throw, great catch, 2 points.
Like all combos of quarterback receiver, they spend so much time together to know what the other is thinking.
Go further. Go faster. Go one better. The Jaguar F-Type. For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer today.
Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced. With 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities coast to coast. So don't settle for an unlimited plan with limits. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs of limitless data with 4 lines for only $160. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
My girl Cindy bought this fridge from Lowe's because of their worry-free 30-day satisfaction guarantee on appliances. That's what I'm talking about, Cindy. I like your style.
Now get up to 35% off appliances $396 or more at Lowe's.
Atlanta. All new Tuesday on FX.
Hey, Murda. Be safe out there.
Always. I got you a new partner. His name's Martin Riggs.
Promise me one thing. At the end of every shift, make sure he comes home to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Lethal Weapon premieres September 21st on Fox.
What a way to open the 2016 season. The undrafted free agent with a run on the 2-point conversion to tie, and Marcus Murphy will return from the 1-yard line. And brought down just across the 16-yard line. So Jalen Richard grew up in the area, had never been to the Superdome, had never been to an NFL game, let alone play in one. And his first appearance here, his eyes watching himself run.
Put these big new boards up here. Look at me. Everybody look at me. I'm going to look at me, so everybody else look at me.
Only 5'8", and an honor student. High school in Alexandria, Louisiana. Carr, the running game for the Raiders, breaks through. And now it's up to Drew Brees, as he has done so often in his career, to have to respond after the opposition gets a touchdown. Here comes a flag. Michael Thomas with Hayden.
Well, Drew Brees is seeing somebody he wants to challenge.
Pass interference, defense number 25. Automatic first down, spot of the foul.
And he is going at him with abandon. Now, I said the other one wasn't PI. This is definitely pass interference. Settles his feet, which is a no-no on a receiver streaking up the field. Easily a violation of the rules. Maybe even there, too.
And a size advantage. Michael Thomas, the second-round draft pick, is 6'3". Handoff Mark Ingram here. Remember the previous drive when the Saints got the field goal, it was after back-to-back major pass interference penalties that gave yardage to the Saints and put them in position to, at that time, build an 8-point lead.
Those penalties were crucial on that drive. Obviously, we know what Drew Brees has been doing, throwing the football through the air. Those penalties kept it alive, created huge chunks of yardage for the offense, and they're going to have to watch it on this Raiders defense. These penalties don't get the better of them here. Now 11, right? Penalties on this Raiders football team.
Well, 13 actually accepted on the Raiders for over 125 yards. Brees, the pocket collapsing, but he gets rid of it. Willie Snead, the ball's out. Can a Saint get there first? Yes, it's Michael Thomas.
Come on, what are we seeing here? Big play after big play in this football game. And again, the pressure is all on Brees. Five men in there. And where has he been? Snead had a big first half, but shows up again for a huge play. And then Michael Thomas, that's, rookies paying attention down the field. Easily could have let that ball fall, but he's Johnny on the spot, picks it up. This may be called down by contact.
Yes. And there may be a challenge on the catch. Let's see if well, they're going to spot it all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it doesn't look like Jack Del Rio is going to challenge, bringing their big bodies into the game. You see Jethro Franklin, the D-line coach, there trying to tell his big boys to get in there.
I mean, that was a fast happening play with a number of things going on.
I just don't think he wants to waste a challenge right now.
Raiders have all 3 timeouts. We have a timeout here, I believe. The Saints, it looks like, used the timeout according to the official.
And it took a long time for this play to, once it was over, the clock starts running, right? So it took them a long time to get down the field. I think they were all trying to determine whether this was a catch, first of all, and whether it went to the end of the play.
Ronnie,
but let's take a look at the end of the play here and see what we see. Clearly a catch. Reception, he has it for an amount of time.
And then if you're wondering about another player advancing the ball on a fumble from your own team, that only applies in the final 2 minutes, right? The player who fumbled can recover his own fumble.
If I'm correct in my thinking, yes. And we can ask Mike Pereira this, but I think it's only in the 2 minute where the guy that fumbles has to advance it.
And that was not 4th down, so that makes it a little bit easier. The gain on the play, all the way down to the 2-yard line, a total of 67 yards. 57 was on the initial catch, and then another 10 yards on the Michael Thomas recovery and advancement, and the Saints are out of timeouts. Severus Cadet in with John Kuhn. Cadet a receiver. Brees throws, end zone, touchdown Cadet!
Well, that's fast strike offense, and New Orleans Saints have been as good as anybody over the years at this. Perfect throw, perfect execution.
And another touchdown pass for Drew Brees, 4th in this game, and he's over 400 yards. And there's still 6 minutes to play. The extra point from Wil Lutz, and the Saints are back up by 7.
There you go. You want to talk window dressing? This is Calamante, the third guard in the game. He was in at a wing tight end. He's just taking the Raiders' eyes off the play, and it's obviously going to the other side. He gets a little pick from the tight end, Kobe Fleener, there for Malcolm Smith, and it's an easy throw and catch for Drew Brees in this offense.
Sergio Calabete lining out there, must have just thrown people off, and Cadet the other way. We saw him a lot on that type of play. So in less than 2.5 minutes, Drew Brees marches his team downfield. And talking to the rookie receiver who had the fumble recovery and advancement, and just continuing to pile up the NFL records and team records.
400 yards on the day, Chris, and he's thrown the ball to 8 different receivers today, and it's just impressive. Look at this stare from Derek Carr.
We started with a future Hall of Famer and an up-and-comer, and now the up-and-comer who has watched enough of Brees tape, as you mentioned earlier, coaching staff recommending certain things that Drew Brees does well. Carr with a chance to lead his team back. Yeah. Lutz. In the end zone, and Jones will down it. Let's get a game break. Check it again with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Chris. You guys got quite a game there yourselves. Coming up next, America's Game of the Week. Entering his 13th season, Eli Manning versus the 4th-round rookie out of Mississippi State. He had an impressive preseason, hoping to carry that over now. Dak Prescott. It's all coming up next.
NFC East clash there, an AFC-NFC meeting here. Drew Brees, 8-2 in his career against the Saints. A lot of that when he was a Charger, and has him out in front against the Raiders, I should say, as a member now of the Saints. Derek Carr from his own 25. Latavius Murray, and he gets up near a first down. You know, Raider fans, it's not the same type of thing that we saw with that Saints fumble and advancement, but football fans all remember, as you see, Snead the catch, Michael Thomas the recovery, a gain of 10 yards. But Raider fans remember Kenny Stabler and Dave Casper and the holy roller play. I'm sure all football fans recall. Rules have changed a lot since then. First and 10. Carr with time, completes across midfield. Clive Walford. It's only his 3rd catch of the game from the tight end position.
You know, Derek Carr, 3rd year. We've had the opportunity, Chris, to see him in his rookie year, saw him in games last year, and now we're getting a chance in his first game this year, and his development is really impressive to me. Look at him climb the pocket right there. There's 2 quick forward steps to deliver an on-strike ball. Looks very much, Chris, like a Drew Brees. So,
and not by accident, Richard is in the game. He's the one who snapped off that 75-yarder a moment ago. He gets the football, the big hole, working his way to the 39-yard line.
I'm telling you, I'm so impressed with this kid. And if you paid attention to the Raiders in the preseason, they talked about when he was injured and when he came back, what type of dynamic he was going to bring to this football team. And you know, we saw him on a punt return, and got called back. How shifty he is. We saw the explosive ability on that long run, and that play right there, and he just hit the L button on his remote control and went right by to get 6 or 7 extra yards.
And remember, this is a makeshift offensive line that has 2 players knocked out because of injury. Latavius Murray can't get out of that one. An excellent tackle by Stephon Anthony. Stephon Anthony closed on him and wouldn't let him go.
Not only 2 guys out of position, we got 3 guys shuffling, because remember, the left guard went to left tackle, new left guard, and then the left tackle went to right tackle. So they're having to adjust on run.
On 3rd and 4. He threw it before the receiver turned around, and Cooper couldn't get it. Here comes a flag. And it came late.
Prior to the pass, holding defense, number 25. 5-yard penalty, first down.
P.J. Williams, the infraction.
Chris, you talked earlier in the game about the quarterback, wide receiver. I mean, that's, come on.
Just don't grab the jersey.
Don't grab the jersey. I know the stretch, but the grab of the jersey did not affect the route. Amari Cooper was out of that break, and it was mistiming throw. They got a little bit of a break right there for the first down.
Major penalty on third down gives them the first down. Richard into a crowd.
This point of the game, Chris, there's 3 minutes left in this football game. You're Derek Carr, this offense. You're talking to your offensive coordinator, and I got to think that they want to score, of course, but they want to score with no time left on the clock. You do not want to give the ball back to Drew Brees. So expect a methodical approach to this. Snap the ball at the end of the shot or the play clock and see if they can get down the field that way. Nice and patient drive.
Second down 9. We'll have the 2-minute warning. Saints have no timeouts. Raiders have all of theirs. Carr's in trouble. Throws it up. Crabtree makes the catch, coming back to the football, and then gets the first down. We have seen a number of amazing plays in this game.
How impressive, though, is Crabtree coming back to get this football? I mean, he's scrambling out of the pocket. Derek Carr is. Good route. Ball should be there right now, but it's not. But good receivers do exactly what Crabtree did right there. Come back, make the defender unable to get to the football, make the catch, and more importantly, get the first down.
And the clock continuing to run. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Wild times in New Orleans to start the NFL season. The Saints lead, but the Raiders are on the move.
So, can I see you again?
I'm free on Black Forest Ham Day.
There's a Subway 350 sub of the day to help you remember life's important days.
We got married in June.
On Tuna Day.
Every day a different 350 6-inch sub. Every day of the week. Every sub contains no artificial flavors. At just $3.50, it's a great sub at a great price.
Her name is Terry.
She was born on Sweet
Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day.
The 350 sub of the day. Every day of the week at Subway.
There's just mass amount of data in this business. Trey Brown, director of college scouting. You know, you got to have a powerful laptop. We're trying to find the prospects that are going to make us better. You look at the athleticism, the speed, the explosiveness. The Surface Pro allows us to be everywhere. We're on the field, in the classroom. It's fast, it's powerful. I can write right on the screen. I couldn't do that on a Mac. At the end of the day, we're trying to find the players that are going to give us the opportunity to win championships.
When you're dead and in your grave, no more women will you crave. I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal, you.
Levi's, for every original.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Subway Restaurants.
Raiders trailing by 7, and they know going in this is 4-down territory, so it makes the play calling a little bit different for them.
Certainly frees you up when you know that you have to score here with 2 minutes on the clock. Makes no sense to have to kick a field goal here in this juncture of the game because they're not sure they're going to get the ball back if they do.
They can run if they want with 3 timeouts. Carr to throw. Open. Sideline. Juggling, no. Clive Walford did not look comfortable.
Clive Walford, second-year tight end. I mean, I know Derek Carr releases this thing late and he floats it, but he's got to be more aware here on the sideline. Had the route that they want, maybe take a peek, but he's not even close to a completion there.
Would have been a big play to set the Raiders up inside the 10. Second down from the 23. He's done it 5 times. It's just his 3rd season in the NFL, beginning his 3rd season as Derek Carr. He has time again. Middle of the field dropped by Seth Roberts.
Wow, 2 back-to-back plays should have been completions for this offense. And Seth Roberts had a breakout kind of year last year. He was on the practice squad the year before. Last year he was a big target. Great delivery, and sometimes it's too easy. Maybe he was looking at 56 right there. Monty, got to make that catch. Got to help your quarterback out.
On 3rd and 10, Carr pointing, keeping, running. He won't get the first down. He goes out of bounds inside the 20. It's going to be 4th down.
And now they find themselves in a situation where they have to convert, right? I'm surprised, Chris, that they didn't run the football on any one of those 2-3 drives. And here's Michael Crabtree. You might think that he was open right there. I know he was looking towards the other side of the field at the start of this play. But he did the smart thing. He avoided the rush, didn't take the sack, which would have been killer, and made this a little bit more manageable 4th down.
Derek Carr on 4th down. Floats one. There's a flag. The flag. The penalty flag came in late. Craig Robertson was covering Jalen Richard.
Pass interference, defense number 52. Automatic first down, spot of the foul.
Hey, Derek Carr, to me, it's a little bit of a slow decision. Watch how quickly number 30 is open. Give him the ball right now. Wait, gives it to him late, and yes, pass interference, pushes him out of bounds. Raiders get a break here.
Del Rio got the call he wanted. First down, Raiders.
I'm not sure Jack Del Rio believed that was pass interference, but he gladly took it after he saw that it was.
Jalen Richard, in his first NFL game, remains in the game. 1:37 to play. Carr, Richard hit hard and knocked backwards. Craig Robertson, who just had the infraction, delivered the tackle. 61 points in this game. Total, Brees over 400 yards, Carr over 300 yards passing.
We've been talking up this Saints defense all day long, Chris. How improved that they've been. They've got a bunch of stops. Crunch time now, right? Most important drive of the game. You need a stop. Let's see what Dennis Allen and his young defense can do for this team.
Jack Del Rio's team, he has all of his timeouts spotted at the 10-yard line. On 2nd and 7, we're going to get timeout. He's going to use one of those with 52 seconds to go. Got some wild games on opening weekend. We'll have the second half of our doubleheader. Most will see the Giants and the Cowboys. Some will see the Lions and the Colts. The Packers won in Jacksonville. Houston defeated the Bears. The Vikings won in Tennessee. Cincinnati edged the Jets. The Eagles won at home against the Browns. Tampa Bay beat Atlanta. Baltimore knocked off Buffalo. Chargers and Chiefs tied. And here, a wild game that Derek Carr hopes will last a little bit longer.
Again, I think it behooves this Raiders team to score with no time left on the clock. You know, they want this game to go to overtime. And he may have been shaken up here at the end of this play. Calls for help, asking his offensive lineman to get him off the ground. See if that affects him here on this second down play.
Catch made, Seth Roberts spinning into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
All you're asking for is an opportunity at redemption. Seth Roberts, oh wow. And Derek Carr is telling his offense, get on the field. We are going for 2 here.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Wow, talk about
the Saints
gutsy.
don't have any timeouts here.
Talk about gutsy, and maybe this goes back to the fact that if Drew Brees gets on the field here, he could pull a Brett Favre and drive him all the way down and score.
Well, you said Favre because he wears the number 4 for Favre. That was his idol, watching him growing up. But what a gutsy call.
Wow.
47 seconds left. Again, there's no timeouts, and there will be no stoppage of the clock by New Orleans. And the Raiders are going to use looks like their second timeout here. Or they wanted to use it. From the sideline, we got the call in. Okay.
You're on the road, Chris, starting the season.
Does he not have enough faith in his defense based on what's going on? I know you're going against Drew Brees.
That's the question. But you're on the road. You're starting this season in one of the most hostile environments in the NFL. Gets to overtime. The advantage for certain, is going to be with the New Orleans Saints. And maybe he doesn't trust his defense. Maybe he's trying to go for the jugular right here at the end and make that offense have to go down and kick a field goal to win.
And here's the other thing. If you're going to do that, save your timeouts, because then even if the Saints have the ball and you stop them, you can stop the clock with your timeouts.
Yeah,
but now you only have one.
Interesting call either way, Chris. But I got to tell you what, you like the guts of a head coach to do this, and for sure you must trust the moxie of your third-year quarterback to get in the end zone right here. Let's see what they got.
Giving up the extra point tie. Going for 2. Carr for Crabtree. He has it. He held on to it. Better be careful with a celebration there. You get a penalty, and you still have to contend with Drew Brees. Here comes a flag.
Oh, hey, you know what? One of the things I talked to you about this before this game, Chris. One of the strengths of this Raiders team is its youth. One of the weaknesses of this Raiders team is its youth. You got to act like you've been here before. You cannot make this mistake. A Raiders team. You're going to give the ball.
The ruling on the field is a 2-point conversion. After the conversion, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 15. 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the next kickoff.
It only takes a field goal to win. Drew Brees on the other sideline, and you just spotted him 15 yards. Michael Crabtree is smarter than this, or at least he should be. But he gets this one-on-one matchup. We know how potent this guy can be in the red zone, how good of a year he had last year. But this is just a mistake.
Well, and let's credit Jack Del Rio. You said he knows his team. He knows what the expectations are we have to produce on the field, so he didn't pass up the chance to play for the tie. But then his team, well, at least his player, a little reckless. Remember, the Saints have a rookie kicker. This is his first NFL game. He's made kicks, he's missed kicks, he's had one block that still went through the uprights.
This is what I'm worried about if I'm in California right now. 47 seconds on the clock. Drew Brees. He's had some explosive plays today, over 400 yards passing, and now he gets 15 extra yards.
And do you kick it out of the end zone and just put him at the 25, or do you try and make him return and chew up the clock?
Kicking from the 20. Sebastian Janikowski's kicking from the 20. I know he's got a strong leg, but this is not going any farther than the other 15.
They need to turn up the air vents of the dome for him.
I mean, he might pull his hip flexor trying to get this thing to the end zone, Chris.
The penalty pushed him back to the 20, so it does take that option, but do you squib or go high? Marcus Murphy is back. And it'll go all the way back to about the 5-yard line. But a lining kick, Murphy is run into and shoved back. What a special teams play by the Raiders.
Great special teams play. Good coverage by Darren Bates and this Raiders special teams. I mean, that could have been disastrous. It helps to have a kicker, 17-year Sebastian Janikowski, that can do this, put this ball from the 20 almost all the way inside the 10 to the 5, and then just great coverage down the field. All these guys digging in and making the field a little bit longer for Drew Brees.
23-yard line, 40 seconds, no timeouts. Nate Allen has come back at its safety for the Raiders, along with Reggie Nelson. Brees Complete to Willie Snead. He's all the way up to the 44-yard line.
Going to see a lot of zone coverage here by the Raiders, and Drew Brees is a master at dicing those up.
.23 seconds to go. Wil Lutz in his first NFL game. Now, he did make a 57-yarder during the pregame warm-up. And through the course of the game, he has made and missed. And he said he wasn't nervous, but some of his coaches were. His college long is 53. Brees held on to again by Snead. What a catch going to the ground.
The only thing
clock runs.
The only thing hurting these offenses time right now.
9 seconds.
Because Drew Brees is executing at will.
So does he have one more play before the kicker has to come out?
Willie Snead is operating unscathed through the middle of the field, but right now he cannot throw a ball over the middle again. Expect this pass to go to the sideline. It's going to be a quick completion, or he's going to throw it away and give himself another opportunity. But I think they need a couple more yards, Chris, to get to a comfortable place where your rookie kicker can make this long field goal.
Brees, incomplete. It'll be third down. Right now you're looking at a 61-yard field goal. And for those of you in the home markets of our late games, in a moment you'll be leaving this game and we'll be switching you to the start of your game. And they're bringing in Lutz with 5 seconds on 3rd and 10. We mentioned earlier and showed you earlier that Tom Dempsey back at Tulane Stadium, at the time record 63-yarder. 22-year-old undrafted free agent Wil Lutz.
I saw him kicking right on this fleur-de-lis in pregame. He missed a bunch of them, but he made a couple of them too.
Sean Payton signed him because of his strength of his leg, he said. An impressive workout. Added after a last-minute cut of Kai Forbath, who had beaten out Connor Barr through the preseason for the Saints kicking job. What an amazing game this has been.
It's been outstanding. Outstanding game. Back and forth. When it mattered on either side of the ball, they got stops on defense. But this was about offense. It was about Derek Carr. It was about Drew Brees lighting up this game. And over 750 combined passing yards in this football game is just simply amazing, Chris.
Lutz made from 42 in this game. He missed from 50, was wide left, showed the leg, and he made from 20, and that was blocked. But it still went through the uprights. For the win from 61. No! And the Raiders win. Del Rio's gamble comes off.
Had plenty of leg too, Chris. He drilled it, and it just drifted wide left. Wow, what a game. What a game to start the season. Impressive offense. Comes down to a rookie kicker, and he absolutely drilled this thing. But just look at it the last second, get a little bit too much hook.
That was close. That was as close as this game was throughout. America's Game of the Week is coming up on Fox.
Sure, the game is great, but here's a real reason to scream at your television. Book for as low as $59 one way now at southwest.com.
This is the all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu.
Wow, that's nice.
Let's check it out. Do any of you have kids?
I do.
Yes.
This car has a feature built in called Teen Driver Technology, which lets parents see how their teens are driving.
Oh, that's smart.
It even mutes the radio until the seatbelt is fastened.
We'll keep track of how many boys get in the car. That could be useful.
This is ahead of what my Audi has for sure.
Wish my Beamer had that.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't even know that technology existed.
I'm not in the market for a car, but now I may be.
Everyone say that I am too young to do my own thing, but I know they're wrong. You see, Mama not worried and Papa never did. I'm just a little bit
Find your perfect car, or the perfect car for her. AutoTrader, the only car search engine driven by you.
What are you doing?
Sarah, I love you.
It's my brother. Keep going.
Sarah, were you married?
What do you want, Todd?
If you sit on your phone, you butt dial people. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
I know we just met like 2 months ago.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
This is DirecTV, now part of the AT&T family and home of the Red Zone, the Fantasy Zone, the Dan Patrick Show, 21 years of NFL Sunday Ticket, Rich Eisen, and America's premier source for sports entertainment.
So shine on, you're made to. It's keeping me awake every night, but I can never seem to give up on you. I send up a prayer, then I'm on to another 1,000, but I can never seem to give up on you.